Holly EFI Factory Supercar. Need you for round number 1, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the VP Racing Lubricants Extreme Pro Mod class, here we go. Dennis Hagedorn, left-hand side, DJRC back, 2020 Avenger. Shannon Jenkins lending his nitrous tuning abilities left-hand side, and Sean Ayers, the supercharged Camaro. Right-hand side, yes, Fletcher Cox and the Philadelphia Eagles standing out there in front, guiding him in. A former NMCA champion right-hand side, and Dennis Hagedorn. Left-hand side, the better qualified car right-hand side. Left-hand side comes in 1/10 of a second at the disadvantage. Left side looking for an upset. Check it out, 358, 214 miles an hour for the Camaro, 930, 60 foot, riding that thing out like a bucking bronco. It did 3 separate wheelies, and Fletcher Cox is a happy man. Low ET of the meet just takes his 366 from yesterday and blows it out of the water. Ladies and gentlemen, how'd you like the first pair of Extreme Pro Mod? Yeah, that was exciting. Dennis Hagedorn, better reaction time, 373. Better than his qualifier, all for naught. Ladies and gentlemen, you just watched the quickest Pro Mod run in NMCA history. Hey, thank you to our resident expert, Mike Galimi, who once again confirmed what we might have been wondering out there in the tower. Quickest ever pass in NMCA Extreme Pro Mod history, and sets the tone for round number 1. Everyone now has a mark to shoot for. Sean Ayers lays it down. Adam Flamholm, a busy man indeed, came out here on Friday and qualified his blown toward that right side. Left to go run a no prep race yesterday with his Nova and made it back in time for round number 1. So this guy had lots of windshield time between Friday and now. Qualified number 9 with a 370 with a 4 and 205 out of the 63 Corvette, backed by 5-day plantation shutter. Qualified number 9, that means on the ladder he faces number 8 right here. That's Andrew Condra, New York-based 69 Camaro, nitrous infused, left side, 959 cubic inches of goodness. Cubic inches, holy crap, that's double the size of a production big block Chevy. So Flamholm, a former NMCA world champion, comes in here a 200 disadvantage in qualifying. Did he get enough sleep to be awake for round number 1 and give Honda some competition? As we are a little bit of a staging burn down, left side rolls in. Adam lights the bomb. Roll up, set to retire. The back door, 378, 204. Left lane, a whole lot of tire shake. 404 at 197 as he tried. I mean, like, he stuck with it as long as he could. But unfortunately, the quicker qualified Camaro of Honduras goes down as Flamholm might go grab a nap in between rounds 1 and 2. Once again, Mike Galimi, thank you so much for chiming in with all the info that I need. So Flamholm moves on to round number 2 to join Sean Ayers. Right now, again, Ayers holds the class's quickest ET ever in history. 3:58. Just to give you an idea how much faster that is, low ET in qualifying was 3:63. Ayers dropped the hammer on that by a half a tenth. I mean, that's huge. Plus, he went 214 miles an hour. That is the second fastest speed in class history. So here's an interesting contest. The higher qualified car gets lane choice. The higher qualified car in this battle here is Jason Lee, driving defending class champion Eric Gustafson, 69 Camaro. That's the white car left side, ProCharger powered, 540 cubic inches. The PTP Racing tune-up man, who has traded the keyboard for driving this weekend. Actually, he might be doing both. Might be tuning and driving. He might be multitasking. I'll have to ask him if he's chewing gum, too. After a long smoky burnout in that left lane that just saw Honduras rattle the tire so hard fillings could have come out of his teeth. Robert Cox, the 2017 twin-turbo Camaro, right-hand side. The underdog rolling in. He qualified with a 378 at 211. As good as that sounds, that's 0.13 of a second behind Jason Lee's number 2 qualifying shot of 365. That's a car length plus on that ET, but that was yesterday. Today the air much better. A little bit of cloud cover, so track temperature is down. Who takes advantage? Who goes home? This is eliminations. There are no second chances. One goes on, one goes in the trailer. Jason Lee left side, Robert Cox right side, and Jason Lee and Cox are going to have a little bit of a burn down here on the starting line. Turbo starts to come up. He bumps in. Here comes Lee. Jason Lee stays consistent. 364 with a 1:206. Robert Cox improves on his qualifying shot. 374 with an 8 at 204. The speed is down just a hair, but finishes 0.13 of a second behind. Jason Lee chops the tree down. 0.26 on the reaction time, and just rolls it out the back door. So Lee goes to round number next. Cox, a valiant effort, proves on his qualifying time, but no good. Mike DiDomenico, left-hand side, the flat red. Yeah, I'm just going to keep saying it, especially in this pairing, because the right-hand side is very clearly gloss red. But that 68 Camaro looks bad indeed. I mean, look at all those big pipes coming out of the side there. I mean, that's like 4 different exhaust systems on a passenger car coming out of those fenders. Mike DiDomenico, left-hand side out of Ohio, 1968 Camaro, the blower car. Fuel tech, robots done right, industrial robots on board. Number 8 finisher last year. He looks over and sees David Monday in the Corvette right-hand side. As we used to call him back at Bracket Racing, the Plastic Fantastic. Out of Tennessee, yeah, because Corvettes were originally fiberglass, so it's a little bit of a moniker, but just roll with me on it. The chassis builder, twin-turbo Corvette. Qualified number 12, 376. DiDomenico, 367. 0.09 of a second advantage in qualifying to the left side. We've already seen one upset in round number 1. Does DiDomenico have enough in the tank, or it's Monday? We'll take him down on the right side of the twin turbo car. DiDomenico in and stays. Monday bumps in. The Corvette tries and comes up short. Better reaction time right side. The whole shot falls 29 thousandths of a second short. DiDomenico 366, 198. David Monday 373, 214 miles an hour of speed, and his best pass of the weekend comes in a losing effort. He had over 300ths of a second advantage on the starting line, but no good. Yeah, no good. Just no good. They're trying out there. I'll tell you what, man, they're throwing the kitchen sink at him. Ken Cruz and Jim Widener. Widener out of Indiana, the Bischoff Engine Services back, 2017 Corvette. Jim Widener works for Tony Bischoff, the man who is backing him up behind his 2017 Corvette. Another 959 cubic inches full of nitrous-assisted goodness. Ken Cruz, the Largo, Florida-based 2002 Camaro, who was on the 17th spot and got in as an alternate when the number 8 Corvette, or no, not number 8, number 10, Randy Merrick, unfortunately falling to engine failure, could not make the call round one, and Ken Cruz goes in as his place and comes in as a huge underdog, 2.5 tenths of a second is Widener better in that nitrous ride left side. So will we see an upset, or will the favored driver again move to round number 2? We're about to find out as Widener rolls forward and lights the pre-stage beam, and they move in. Where's that? A valiant effort, 377 at 192 for Ken Cruz, his best pass of the weekend by a 1/10.5. Widener tattoos him, 009 on the reaction time, 9 thousandths of a second away from perfect. Tony Bischoff, you picked a good driver. 009 on the tree, left nothing to chance. 373 at 201. He slows 500ths from his best time of the weekend, but the driver delivered, and that will move him to the next round against Jason Lee. Talk about a big time contest there. So a whole lot of smoke coming out of the right-hand side. We're down for just a minute as we get that checked out. We do not want to send anybody down if there's any fluid. It might have just been burning up some parts and pieces there on the right-hand side as Cruz, turned the knobs way up and delivered a pass that if he would have been a little bit better on the tree, he might have had a shot. So attention in the pit area, attention in the pit area. I have a GMC Sierra pickup truck that is on the manufacturer midway. Pennsylvania license plate, Zebra, Nancy, Kilo, 9939. I need that moved immediately. A GMC Sierra Denali pickup truck, black in color, Pennsylvania tags, Zebra, Nancy, Kilo, 9939. I need it moved immediately. Otherwise, the team that's blocking in and the manufacturer that's blocking in might move it for you. So if you could, please move your vehicle immediately. All right, so we have a little bit of fluid. Not too much, just a little bit. So we're going to do a little bit of prep work, so everybody breathe a sigh of relief. You can stand up and shake out your legs a little bit, but we'll be down here for just a few minutes. We'll be back underway here in just a minute. Don't forget to go over and visit the NMCA Power Mall on the west side of the racetrack behind the first set of grandstands and get yourself something from this weekend. As I hear they are about tapped out of practically everything. Thankfully, I phoned in my request for an event t-shirt. I hear that they still have some left. Almost ironically, he just messaged me. Very limited t-shirts left, very limited. I believe they may actually even be out of the Hemi Shootout 2021 merchandise. I know they only had 4 hats left for the Hemi stuff yesterday, so they're probably out of those. All right, so once again, we're going to do a little bit of drag and prep work. We'll be back underway here in just a minute. Got a few words of thanks to our NMCA sponsors. We'll be right back with you.
Known by enthusiasts worldwide for their premium car care coatings, polishes, waxes, and cleaners, Mother's Polish offers a broad array of quality products under its CMX, California Gold, Powerball, Back to Black, Speed, and Professional lines. Whether it's your daily driver, sports car, truck, hot rod, roadster, or classic muscle car, remember, there's no shine like Mother's. Do you want to find the best deals on NMCA t-shirts, performance parts, tools, collectibles, and more? If your answer is yes, you need to head down to the NMCA's Manufacturers Midway, where you'll find an incredible amount of performance parts manufacturers and retailers ready to answer your questions and give you the best deals on the parts you need. Many of our dedicated sponsors are on the Midway today, and they'd be more than happy to talk with you about their performance products. The NMCA works hard to bring you the largest manufacturers midways in the country. Motive Gear uses the latest technologies, materials, and manufacturing processes to produce differential, driveline, transfer case, and transmission components for the street, strip, and off-road markets. Engineered to be strong, quiet, and easy to set up, Motive Gear ring and pinions are designed to last whether you're going 8 seconds in the quarter mile or driving your truck to the construction site. You can trust Motive Gear products to work hard so you don't have to, and our 1-year warranty on all of our parts makes Motive Gear the choice of champions. Nitto Tire USA offers a wide variety of products for all your automotive tire needs. From our rugged Grappler light truck series to our ultra high-performance passenger car tire models and DOT-compliant drag radials, Nitto has the tires you need. Nitto Tire. Fueled by enthusiasts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go back drag racing, so... Yes, sir. Apparently I must know the right people. So I somehow just got an event t-shirt delivered to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Go get yours before they're gone. NMCA Power Mall. Luckily I phoned a friend. Is that... Am I dating myself when I say I phoned a friend? Because some people might go, what the heck does that mean? Why didn't you text them or TikTok them or something like that? not know what the heck I'm talking about. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game show, which, by the way, if you're ever curious, they actually asked the question of how is power measured, and horsepower was the obvious answer, but one of the answer possibilities was llama power. And I think the guy actually chose that. So it was obvious they didn't have a car enthusiast on his hands. All right, let's get back to the cars here. Tim, or not Tom, Tim, yes, I could say T. Blinko and I wouldn't be incorrect. Tom Blinko out of Kentucky. The brand new, I mean, like, they probably had to rip the paper tags off of it. Corvette left-hand side, the turbocharged ride, and he will face Chip King, the Mach 1, right-hand side, DreamWorks Motorsports. I love that thing, man. It's got all the right decals and the right hood stripes and everything. I mean, they did it up right. So, number 6 qualifier, 368 on the right-hand side. That's the higher qualified car. Number 11, 374, that had a booming 215 miles an hour for Blinko's ride left side. He's been struggling with this car, and I don't know if he got it all worked out for number 1, but we're about to find out as he rolled in and led the pre-stage. Yeah, Chip King is right behind him. Here we go. Oh, let's go early. Chip King, got a freebie, and then he saw the wind light, so he lifted. 538 at 82 miles an hour, and that will probably not get him lane choice. As Blinko was bump, and released on nothing. No, Gavin. No. Gavin says that's some serious llama power. All 6,000 plus of it, right? Wait. Okay, I have a question. Can we get 6,000 plus llamas in one paddock? That's the question. Can we? Yes, we have to queue them up first. No deuce dropping. Got to queue them all up first. So what happens, ladies and gentlemen, is the turbo cars, in order to get the boost up, they use what's called a bump button. It interrupts the trans brake, and that enables the car to bump in while on boost. And what happens is, if you whack the button too many times, you could go straight through the Christmas tree. A couple of supercharged, high-powered, llama-fed rides. I can't get that out of my head now. Craig Sullivan, left-hand side, in the DreamWorks Motorsports 1970 Charger. This is a borrowed ride for him. He used to have the barn burner Daytona, and he sold it. Did not get his new car yet, so this is a borrowed ride for him. DreamWorks Motorsports, left-hand side. Robert Abbott's car, right-hand side, being wheeled by King Tut, Thomas Tutterow, out of North Carolina. Number 3 qualifier, right-hand side, 365. Craig Sullivan, last side, qualified with a 377. That's 12 hundredths of a second behind. Then landed at number 14. So 11 qualifying spots, about 12 hundredths of a second, and Sullivan rolls in, or he's rolling towards that area. He's waiting for Tutterow to give signs of life. You hear him get on the gas a little bit, give it one clear out. Normally they do that to put a little extra heat in the motor, as both these cars are relying on methanol, and that burns really, really cool. Tutterow rolls forward. Sullivan looking for an upset, left-hand side. The longtime NMCA winner. All staged and ready. Tutterow's in. Drives right through it and out the back door. 368, 204 for Tutterow. Wow, look at the 60-foot. 924. And he was 022 on the tree and got upstaged as Sullivan hole shotted him. by 2 thousandths of a second. Yeah, an 0.22 is upstaged by an 0.20 reaction time. Both of them come into play. Tutterow just has too much muscle. He goes 368 with a 2 at 204, and that will get him lane choice over Chip King's 538 with a 5 for round number 2. We have one pair remaining. As resident info expert Mike Galimi, just looking at that 358 that got thrown down by Sean Ayers first round and went, holy crap, where'd that come from? All right, this one on paper appears as a mismatch. Randy Weatherford, WS Construction, left side. Number 1 qualifier, the Pro Charger. Pro line ride, left side. 363 was his qualifying time for the pole position spot. He looks over and sees Scotty G, Brooklyn, New York, the engine builder, 68 Camaro with nitrous on board. Qualified on the bump, 380 with a 2. Yeah, that's a wide spread. 17 hundredths of a second at the finish line is about a car and a half. So Scotty G looking for the ultra upset of round number 1. We have seen one upset already. But Randy Weatherford rolls in with a huge performance advantage. So Pro Charger power left side. Nitrous power right side. Scotty G is in. Weatherford is there. Ultra right side. Performance. Left side knocks it down and improves from yesterday. 360 with a 7, 209. He picks up 2.5 hundredths and will have lane choice over Adam Flamholz, 378 in round number 2. Randy Weatherford. So Randy Weatherford, the number 1 qualifier, moving on with an improved performance from this qualifying session. 370, or not 370, 360 with a 7, 209 miles an hour. Scotty G shook the tires, probably put all the tune-up in it he can handle because he knew he was up against a tough one. And sometimes you throw the kitchen sink at him and you don't.
Since 1945, Howard's Cams and Racing Components has delivered race-winning performance at the track and powered generations of high-performance street builds. There's no mistaking the sound or the performance of Howard's Rattler camshafts. In addition to our renowned selection of cams and valve train components, we offer our own exclusive internal engine parts, including crankshafts, connecting rods, and pistons. Howard's Cams and Racing Components. For the past 70 years, winning starts here.
We drive people. We drive bracket racing. Because reliability, accuracy, and consistency is what goes round and wins races. An all-in-one solution tailored to your application. Walk the pits and you'll begin to see fuel tech everywhere.
Winning doesn't just happen. You have to engineer it. You have to test it and make it better than it was the last time. Our engineers have the passion to create the parts you need, the way you need them to be, again and again and again. We've led this game for over 40 years, and we design, refine, and perfect every valve train part worthy of the winner's circle.
Once again, I need Dart NA-10-5. Dart NA-10-5. I need you to the staging lanes, please. Dart NA-10-5 for round number 1. Staging lanes, please. We are going to chop the tire sizes in half, like literally.
No matter what you race, how you drive, or how much power you make, Brisk spark plugs power it all. Cutting-edge technology, patented designs, superior performance.
I love Brisk spark plugs.
Whether you're in sportsman front-wheel drive or pro modified, find the spark you've been missing.
Since 1945, Howard's Cams and Racing Components has delivered race-winning performance at the track and powered generations of high-performance street builds. There's no mistaking the sound or the performance of Howard's Rattler camshafts. In addition to our renowned selection of cams and valve train components, we offer our own exclusive internal engine parts, including crankshafts, connectors,